Hey, hi, Galactic fam, Cosmic peeps. Nice to see you. Gina here, the Galactic Ride Guide. It's been a while. I cut my hair, went to Southeast Asia, been traveling, and yeah, I've been super busy, been loving life, and just happy to be here and love to make another video and share this nice download of Gemini that I received and share with you. So here we are, the third sign of the zodiac, Gemini, and we have Aries, number one. They will always tell you number one, who are the infant. Number two, Taurus, the toddler, and then we have Gemini, the twins, number three. Gemini is that moment where we start to recognize the other in life, that there is a reflection, that there is someone in the world besides us, right? That we're growing up a little bit. Gemini is definitely about connection. Gemini is definitely about learning and being curious. And in my view, curiousness is the gateway to being innovative. You know, I was thinking to cut myself off from media because I have this idea that what if I took a digital detox and then tried to create something from a completely blank space where nothing is influencing me? And what would that look like? What comes out of that space? But then on the other hand, I'm thinking there's so much stuff bombarding me every day, so many pieces of information bombarding us every day. Is it even possible? I don't know. Gemini is the gatherer of information. It is the broadcaster of information. And it is also the recommending type of person, because they already have the information. They've compiled it, they've studied, they've read everything, they've compared, and they just want you to be in the know. So they're very informative people. And you know, right now we're in a point of discussion about what's wrong with everything, and a summarization and graphs and results of data mining as we can see, you know, exactly where we are today, and even explaining how we got there, and how and why the origins of a certain belief that aren't even true took over. So I don't know I don't know, but I do know that innovation comes from a place where you're looking and listening very deeply, and that the answers don't have to come right away. And the questions that are being posed from you are, what is needed here? What is missing from this picture? And what is my intention behind it? I mean, I know Gemini is a dual sign, and I know we live in duality. It's our reality. And one duality I've been seeing lately is a great love for humanity, but yet at the same time still very self-destructive on a personal level. So how does that balance? How do you get to love your neighbor? How do you get to love yourself, right? By accepting everything as it is. Gemini is a very factual sign, and you know, accepting everything as it is allows you to love more. It allows more space for love to occur and be contagious and get on other people and inspire people to also love more. So right now I'm thinking it would be great in my mind to drop this summarization and see the end point of our extinction and just do something else. You know, move the conversation into action. And we're already seeing that happening. And I encourage you to keep contacting with your community, keep building, and keep doing it in a very positive and optimistic way. Because we cannot fix everything. We cannot see things as a problem that need to be fixed when we know somewhere in our mind that is impossible. When not even all of us have yet the full toolbox of what we need to love ourselves. So let's continue there and make some action, community action with loving. It sounds crazy, but I think it's going to work. Now, I have some tools for Mercury retrograde coming up. It's always a good time to be attentive to your languaging around the retrograde. So I would like to make an offering. This is what I'm going to be doing, is being more attentive around seeing myself using the words better, best, and worst, and trying to dissolve the comparative terms. And because I realize that I'm limiting my perception around how many different ways things can be done if I'm categorizing them as better or worse. Yeah? Let me give you an example. So, you have two knees, usually, two knees. And let's say that one of them has an injury and it's in recovery. And maybe you say things like, it's never going to be the same, and you call it your bad knee, right? And you call the other one the good knee. Well, the good knee has actually been compensating the entire time for the bad knee. So eventually the good knee becomes bad as well. So initially, right, the idea was formed around the knee because there wasn't 100% confidence in its healing, or the healing to your expectation, or even the fact that you don't know anything about the physiology of your own body, or not in contact with your belief of your own inner healer. It's disempowering to call something bad and something good, rather than just different, right? So you can let go of that. So imagine now that you know your body extremely well. Yeah? And there is an injury on one side. And then you're also aware of the other side that is compensating, and understanding that they're both working in their own way against the symmetry that was happening before. Yeah? So don't both knees need love? Don't they both need love for taking care of what they're taking care of? I think so. So you got two knees, you got two sides of the Gemini, right? The duality. So the oneness doesn't come until you have the vision of the one. I mean, and no one can really tell you how to do it except yourself. It's your own practice, going by your own intuition. The two of the Gemini are just a mirror of itself. It's a mirror of itself. Looking at itself. Yeah. And wondering who is looking at us. Who is doing that? Who is doing that, right? Who is watching the watch? There's no answer. There's no answer to watching the watch. So the idea is to do what you like. And right now we're in a world full of corrupt criminals, lawless, completely lawless. So it's something we created. It's something that we made so many rules, and we put it on a lot of paper, and now we don't abide by any of the rules. So what is the point in having the rules? And at the same time, we created the rules. It seems really silly that we just can't go and edit the rules and update them, like a version 2.0, you know, or whatever number we were on, because we can make that up too. And, you know, I think it's because, you know, as humans, we're sentimental, and we're hoarders, and we're emotionally unstable. Oh man. Luckily we have a lot of planets very soon coming into Cancer. This is the sign of security in self, security in action, sharpening intention, and opening. What was it? Opening of our offering. Sounds great, right? Opening of the offering. So the Cancer will make us feel more secure in who we are, and allow us to keep doing what we're doing because we think it's important, and it is providing something that is missing. And at the same time, we can feel better. See, I'm using better now in a positive way. I'm using better, that we can feel better about what we are doing. So that's a good use of the word better, if I might say myself. So we become less self-conscious and more self-aware. And when we do that, we realize that we don't have anything to lose. Because we're already destroying ourselves on a great level. I mean, what happens to someone when, in the moment when they find out they're going to die? They take advantage of every moment, don't they? So really, that's where we are. We have been told that we're going to die. So let's take advantage of every day. Mindful, thoughtful, giving, and grateful. Love you guys.